Unlock your life purpose with these three simple questions. Hello, champions. I'm Dr. Meghna Dikshit, author of You Matter, and I'm so excited to welcome you to our channel. Here we dive deep into the limitless potential of your mind and brain. Together, we unlock the secrets to success, help you heal from the past, and prepare for an extraordinary future. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on the tools and insights you need to thrive. For my committed subscribers, welcome back. Your journey to mastering your mind and living your best life continues here. Now, if you're ready, type ready in the chat box right now and let's take this journey forward. Sachin Tendulkar is called as the best cricketer ever played in the history of cricket world. Did Sachin always knew that his purpose in life was to be a cricketer? In fact, as the youngest child of his parents, he was pampered. His elder brother Ajit used to play cricket for the Kanga Cricket League. To stop Sachin from bullying habits, Ajit introduced him to cricket so that his energies would be diverted. He was put under the coaching of Sri Ramakant Ashrikar. The historic World Cup win in 1983 inspired Sachin to begin focus on the game. That started his long journey into cricket, making him into the legend that he is today. Through the years, Sachin found his passion and his purpose. Finding your purpose isn't about having some magical epiphany where the heavens open up and a booming voice tells you exactly what you should do with your life. It's a journey of self-discovery, and these three questions are your compass. But before we begin to know what these three questions are and how to apply them, let's first start understanding why finding purpose matters. First, it gives you direction. It gives you a clear sense of direction in life. It's like having a personal North Star guiding all your decisions. Second, when you know your purpose, you will find an endless well of motivation. Those tough mornings, they become a lot easier when you know why you're getting out of bed. Here again, I will give you the example of Sachin. Whether he was suffering from fever or not, every morning 5 a.m., Sachin would be on the Shivaji Park grounds for his net practice. Third, it gives you a deep sense of satisfaction, and that comes from living in alignment with your purpose. It's the difference between just existing and truly living and thriving. Fourth, life will throw curveball at you. Your purpose becomes your anchor in stormy times, giving you the strength to persevere. Fifth, when you're living your purpose, you're not just changing your own life, you're positively impacting the world around you. We definitely know that the game of cricket has just changed completely since Sachin Tendulkar has arrived on the scene. Are you now ready to know and learn the three questions? Then type three questions in the chat box. Question 1. What makes you lose track of time? This question is all about identifying your flow state. That magical zone where you're so engrossed in what you're doing that hours pass like minutes. Think back to the last time you looked up from what you were doing and realized that hours had flown by without you noticing. What were you doing? Was it solving complex problem? Creating something with your hands? Helping someone understand a difficult concept? The activities that make you lose track of time are often closely linked to your purpose. They tap into your natural talents and passions in a way that energizes rather than drains you. My friend would often agonize about her child that her attention span is scattered. She's not focusing on her studies. My friend constantly worried what will become of her daughter. The same girl today sits for hours coding. She has found what she enjoys the most. But to reach this space, she had to go through the 10 years of school, failing at various subjects. Write in your journal 3 activities that make you lose track of time. Now that you have written down these 3 activities, first, look for patterns. Are your activities all creative, analytical, people-oriented? What are they? Second, identify the underlying elements. What specific aspects of these activities captivate you? Is it the problem solving, the self-expression, the impact on others? Third, consider how these could translate to a larger purpose. How could these elements be applied to making a difference in the world? Your purpose doesn't have to be your job. Maybe you lose track of time when you're gardening. Your purpose might involve bringing more beauty and nature into urban spaces. The key is to dig deeper. I studied Ayurveda and became a doctor because my father pushed me into medicine. But as I was treating patients, I realized that I found joy during diagnosis. Going to the root cause and giving the solution to my patients. I did not come to this understanding overnight. I spent 15 years actively practicing Ayurveda. But while doing that, I was also researching and studying on the facets of mind and brain. Question number 2. What would you do if money was not an objection? This question helps you break free from the constraints of practicality and social expectations. It allows you to dream big and tap into your true desires. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine you have just won the lottery. You have all the money you could ever need. Your basic needs are taken care of for your life. What would you do with your time? Would you travel the world? Start a charity? Write a book? Invent something? Teach others? Build a business? Whatever came to mind, write it down. Don't censor yourself. Let your imagination run wild. Now let's analyze your answers. First, look for themes. Are your desires centered around creating, helping, exploring, or something else? Second, identify the underlying values. What do your choices say about what is truly important to you? For me, my topmost value was to transform lives. That brought me joy. I began to focus on that. Third, consider the impact. How would your choices affect others and the world at large? The goal here is not to find a direct translation of your fantasy into reality. It's to uncover the underlying passions and values that can guide you towards your purpose. Question number 3. What makes you angry, frustrated, or dissatisfied about the world? Now, this may seem like an odd question while we're talking about finding your purpose, but please bear with me. Our frustrations often point directly to what we care about most deeply. It used to irk me that most people only focus on the physical ailments, while my research and study told me that if any ailment has to be treated, it has to be at the mind, emotion, and body level. Think about the last time you felt really fired up about an issue. Maybe it was an article you read about environmental destruction. Or perhaps it was witnessing an act of injustice. Near my home, there is a small cafe called Cafe Arpan. This cafe employs differently abled persons, especially people suffering from autism. Once I was visiting the cafe, I happened to speak to its owner. I learned that their only child suffered from autism. To help her navigate better in life, the couple founded the NGO to help children suffering from autism. Cafe Arpan is an offshoot of their work in the field of autism. Whatever comes to you, write down 3 things that make you angry or frustrated about the world. Got your list? Share it with me in the chat box. Now let's dig deeper. First, identify the underlying issues. What broader problems do your frustration point to? Second, flip the script. If these issues were solved, what would the world look like? Third, consider your role. How could you contribute to solving these problems? Your purpose often lies in addressing the issues that fire you up. Remember, you don't have to solve the problem single-handedly. Your purpose might be to contribute to the solution in your own unique way. Now, I can hear some of you saying, "But Dr. M, I'm still not sure about my purpose." And let me tell you that it's okay. Finding your purpose is a journey, not a destination. These questions are tools to guide you and gently nudge you in the direction of finding your purpose. Here are some next steps to help you continue this journey. First is experiment. Try new things related to your answers. Volunteer, take a class, start a side project. Second, reflect regularly. Set aside time each week to journal about these questions and your experiences. 3. Seek feedback. Ask trusted friends or mentors what they think you're great at, where you could make a big impact. 4th, stay open. Your purpose may evolve over time, and that's perfectly normal. Stay open to new possibilities. 5th, start small. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Look for small ways to align your daily actions with your emerging sense of purpose. So, champions, are you ready to start living with more purpose? There are 2 ways I can help you achieve more. We have included 2 valuable links in the caption below. First is to join my live seminar. Learn how to train your brain and unlock your full potential to achieve all your goals. And second, get my book, You Matter. Start your personal growth journey with me today by purchasing the book and taking the first step towards your transformation. If this video was helpful to you, give it a thumbs up, share it with somebody who's on their journey to discovering their purpose.